Alright, guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And welcome to White Noise Anime Reacts, I guess. This is our first official first upload on the new channel. Episode 24 of Haikyuu. I'm so excited to finish. This show is honestly one of my favorite anime, and I so expected the opposite of this. So far this has been super cool. I mean, obviously we're not finishing, but we're coming close to the end of this season. We're still in the middle of this just like intense game, which has been so cool. I'm really excited. I don't know how they're gonna end it. I don't feel like we have enough time to do a match over 2 episodes, which means I feel like this is gonna be the end of the match.
Maybe.
And I legitimately have no idea. Like, I actually think they could be like, nope, we lost next season. And you're like, what? So I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm really excited. That's what I really like about this show. So I just really want to get into it. As always, though, full-length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon, as well as Wednesday's reaction, which is going to be episode 25. And then we're going into Demon Slayer. Like I said before, we're not ditching Haikyuu. We're going to do Demon Slayer Season 2, and then we're going to come back to Haikyuu and continue going through Haikyuu, but we're taking a little hiatus for Demon Slayer. I'm very excited. Anyway, welcome to the new channel. Check out our Patreon if you feel like, and let's just get into Haikyuu episode 24. There's going to be a free link in the description for the actual reaction, because we don't like copyright, and then you guys can come back here to hear our thoughts, theories, and review. That was really cool. I really liked that after credit scene.
I missed that the first time.
That was like beautiful.
That was really good.
Dang it, I can't believe we lost.
Yeah.
Like, it is really cool though. It's cool to see how far everyone's developed. I don't really know what's going to happen in the last episode of the season. I may be wrong, but like... Well, I don't think I'm wrong. Like, I'm just so used to the Western idea of, like, the finale is, like, a big deal. So I don't know what's going to happen in the finale.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm really kind of at a loss. I liked this match. The way they did it, I'm frustrated they lost, but it was done well. And as much as I hate to admit it, it was probably the way it would actually happen.
Yeah.
Which this show does time and time again, where, like, I want something great to happen, but, like, realistically, this is probably what would happen. Yeah. And I like that. I like that they show that. I just like the character development. Like I said, the way they started showing the match, they had that little silent montage was just beautiful. Mm-hmm. And then the montage afterwards, where it was like faster than we've ever seen it, where it was just like I was having a hard time following. The ball's up, and this, and they set it up like this big moment for Hinata, where we've seen this a million times, and it's like, no. So, like that was just done really well.
Yeah, I mean, I just think. Yeah, like looking at this episode, because you watch it and stuff, and a lot of times if you're kind of just, I don't know, watching it on the side, doing it for like entertainment and things like that. Sometimes you aren't paying attention as much.
No, for sure.
And I like that I'm able to, even if I'm rewatching it, I understood like what happened. Obviously, at the end, I was like, yeah, okay, they lost. It was sad. Yeah. But now I'm really seeing kind of like the details, very clearly, and it's like even him seeing Kunimi. Who was his former teammate. You remember he kind of didn't chase after the ball and all that. Even seeing that Oikawa was able to see what his strengths were and to kind of like bring them out.
To coax them out. Yeah, right? like a good setter.
Yeah, Kageyama was like, he was scared there. Like he was like, dude, like you're so much better than me at that point, right?
Yeah.
And I like that he's able to see these things, and he's like realizing what he kind of needs to do to get better, Mm-hmm. And he's like at that beginning stages where he is kind of starting to look at how the team is, and we can see that by the fact that they lost, because Oikawa betted on, okay, you have changed. You're not going to try to do things by yourself, and you're going to trust in Hinata, right?
Yeah.
And that's how they lost through that.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing.
No.
Like, that's not a bad... And so I'm glad that, like, the teacher, I forget what his name is, talked to them.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a cool moment where he's like, it's not a... it's like, if you look at it like trust, it's like, you trusted your teammate and you lost. Don't blame it on trusting your teammate.
Yeah.
That's not wrong.
Yeah.
And so I liked that they had that, and just the way, I don't know why the technicals of this episode really stood out to me, because in a weird way, at least from like a creative standpoint, I would find it incredibly challenging to make this episode with what you have. It's like they just lose and that's it. And you have the last, 15 points of the match or whatever, where it's just they're going back and forth. But the way they did it creatively, the shots, the animation, the way they decided to compose certain frames and animate certain things, I think is what made this episode like more than just a they lost episode, I think.
Yeah.
And so even that shot, it was like a standoff, except it like, so it almost felt out of place in this anime where it was like he's on this side and it's them on this side. But I liked that, where it felt like this standoff and he was telling them like, hey, like, I like that. It was a cool moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I also like we call flubbing that first serve, right?
Yes.
And you could tell that, like, of course he isn't perfect, but he also kind of was thinking a little too far ahead, and he was thinking about how he was going to beat Ushiwaka, right?
Yeah.
And I like how his friend always comes in. He's always the one that's like, he's the one that throws the ball at him, he's like keeping him on a leash kind of,
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. He always keeps going back to that guy, and it's cool to kind of see that, like, that sort of like little relationship, even though like we haven't seen like a ton of their past, like we're they're not the main characters, but you can still feel that that's a solid, they're like really good friends.
And I think if he didn't keep going back to him, he wouldn't he would get a big head. Like I actually don't think Haikyuu would be as big or as good of a player, as he was if it wasn't for his friend. Like it is those people that keep you honest and keep you grounded. So I thought that was cool. I also I think that ending scene, like of course, I don't know, this is kind of beautiful, and it's like, they're all crying at Edie's. I don't know, it's just really well done, but I also think it to me, it's like it shows me how far the coach has come. Like that was almost like a fatherly moment with the coach, where he's so just true. like, oh, my players, like I don't know, it's very quiet, and they don't focus on him a ton. But I always kind of liked his character, and I like that we see this kind of final confirmation where he's not just out there to win. Like at first he didn't want to do it at all, and then he started doing it, and then he wanted to beat that team, and then he was like, screw it, we're gonna make you guys better. And now it's like in times of trial, like you really see like, all right, are you like part of this team? And it's like he is.
Oh, it was inevitable. Like,
but no, but it's cool.
You can't join this team and be like, okay, one game, like, bro, come on.
No.
Look at this team.
I just like it, man. It's so well done, and even you were right. Like, I don't think Obajisai is less together than Cansino, but I think Cansino has a passion that I feel maybe it's just me because I'm more of that person, clearly. But I think it's like anybody can relate to that. Like,
you vibe
like,
with
let's go, and like everybody does it together. Like, there's a passion to it that is admirable.
No, of course. So.
I love that episode, man. That was a great episode. I have no idea what's happening next episode. But thank you for joining us. As always, full-length reaction is up on our Patreon, as well as the next reaction, Haikyuu episode 25. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out. Thank you for joining us. This has been really cool. Hopefully you guys stick around. Like I said, we're watching Demon Slayer after Haikyuu, but we're coming back to Haikyuu, so stick around, please. We're going to have lots of anime coming. Really, this anime channel is like an experiment. So, to be honest, I wouldn't say this on a live action channel, so keep it on the down low. But if you guys really start loving stuff, if there's like crazy views or something like that on certain shows, we could definitely do more anime. This is kind of an experiment to compartmentalize. I really enjoy anime, so if you guys want more of this, like show this some love, let us know, because it's definitely an option as far as the future. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for subscribing and checking out this new channel. Hopefully you stick around. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Give this video a like, subscribe if you feel like it, and we will see you all in the next video.